I think that we can all attest that the last few years have been really, really hard on us all. We're emotionally fatigued, we are burnt out, we are frazzled in every single way. I spent 20 years in church and nonprofit world, and for so much of it I loved it. But the last few years that I was in it began to really get jaded, began to really feel burnt, and not burnt out by the work, but from year after year after year of seeing people have opportunity, seeing people that could make a difference in the world, and they didn't. Seeing people that could invest their time and resources and finances in helping to create good in the world, but instead didn't. And this is nobody's fault. It's not to blame anybody, but for me, I feel like my calling is to do good in the world, to work for the common good, to bring hope and joy and peace to this world and to people. And if I see somebody who needs help, I'm gonna help. And if I see somebody that I can empower and invest in, I'm gonna do that. That's who I am. But for the last few years, I found myself becoming different. My heart being hardened in some ways, closed off, jaded, feeling like, is there good in the world? Do people really care about one another? And so coming into this leadership challenge and the McLauchlan leadership series, I didn't know what to do, but I knew how I felt. I knew I felt like I'm a person who runs on hope, and I need hope. I can't live with a hard heart. I can't live jaded. And so I had this idea, and I didn't know why, to spend some time with farmers. And not just any farmers, but specifically Black-owned farmers. And so over the course of the last month, I found a couple, reached out, and just spent a half a day with each of them. Hey y'all, Jason here. For my project, my leadership project, I'm out here at Gyra Farms in Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah, so Gyra Family Farm was something that we created about 5.5 years ago with my wife. It was really an effort to be able to be more self-reliant, to have control over our food, know exactly where it comes from, and to be able to honor it. And so the deeper appreciation is when you're able to grow something, whether it's broccoli or whether it's a chicken, and you grow that all the way up, there's a deep honoring for that. And so that's the reason why we started, and we're here in Durham County. Leadership is influence. And so if you have influence, you're leading. Whether you're a good leader or a bad leader, if you're giving influence, you're leading. And so what we want to do is we want to be an example of individuals who are able to take whatever is given to us, however small or however large, to be good stewards of what is given. And by doing that, not only we're doing the work, but we're inviting the community to come on our property so that we can also teach them how to do that. My wife is an herbalist now. She got certified, and so now she's able to teach people how to be able to use herbs and plants to be able to heal their body, to be able to restore their body, to reduce anxiety, to be able to sleep better. We do classes on how to do backyard chicken classes, and what that does is that people can really be able to create their own protein with eggs, and then even with meat chicken as well. So for us, leading is doing, is living what we desire for other people to do and inspiring them to be able to follow after us.
That's leadership, where we are investing in people's futures, we're investing in people's lives. And for me, there's no better place to learn from that than a farmer who takes something so basic and turns it into life. Today I'm out here in Pine Knot Farm, north of Hillsboro, and it's 125 acres of beauty. As you just see the land, you're out here and you feel nature, you can sense the joy of life in them. These are folks who have endured a lot. It's hard to be a farmer. It's hard to wake up at 4:30 every single morning and plow the dirt and feed the animals, to feed the world. But in that process, I have come to understand that they are the ones we should be listening to in the world. They are the leaders. They are the ones who keep us alive, who show us what it means to do good for each other.
Well, my granddad bought this land in 1912. To my understanding, it was for $2,000, 125 acres. I started farming on my own after my parents, I got disabled because, see, I'm the youngest of 12 children, and most of them had left home, and I guess I should have left too, but I tell everybody that farming, if anybody farming, they just more or less is a drug addict. Because the drug addict, he look for every time the next, he get him a hit, he looking for the next, to get higher the next time. Every year a farmer put in a crop. If he have a bad year, he looking for next year to be better. So all of us got an addiction.
That's great.
Well, I hope some of my family members will want to take it over and do, because I don't put right much in it, myself.
I didn't know why I wanted to hang out with farmers or be here on the land, but in doing it, I feel renewed. I feel a sense of hope again. I feel a sense of peace. No matter where I am, whether I'm in this organization or this industry or that corporation, I believe that I want to bring with me that sense, that drive, that vision that we are called to live for something bigger than ourselves. No matter what it is. Whether we're doing business, whether we're VP of operations and marketing, whether we're the CEO of IBM, whatever it is, or whether it doesn't matter. We're called to live for something bigger than ourselves. Hope is real, and tomorrow can be better than today. And if we all live that way, if we all live with the joy of Mr. Hughes, with the commitment to leadership, as Mr. Jarvis on Gyra Farms, if we all saw ourselves as instruments, as people that good was flowing through us and out into the world, that our leadership was about influence, that our life was about empowering, that our purpose was to give hope to each other, to pick each other up, to live for the common good, what a beautiful world it would be. Through this series and through this challenge, I feel like my hope is renewed. I've built new relationships. I've put my hand in the dirt of life here. I'm ready to go do more good. My heart feels ready again to face the difficulty of life, but to say, we're here for something bigger. We're here to bring good.